Hi, welcome to CBug's Records, new arrivals for the week of February 4th. I'm Bug. This is my record store in East Windsor, Connecticut. Please subscribe. Please pass this along. Let's see, lots to talk about. Let's start with the sale. We're going to have this coming weekend. And it's all about the ones on the ground. So it's all the ones that have been, at this point, $2 or free, depending on the color. I'm going to go, everything is 50 cents. I'm going to actually call this the 50-cent $5 sale. So everyone on the ground will be 50 cents. If it's yellow, it's still free. I need to get rid of these at this point. I need space so badly, and I'm kicking these every time I walk. I'm sure everybody else is too. So I'm going to make everything 50 cents, and then whatever's left, I'm probably going to take to Goodwill. There's going to be a box of $5 records. And, these are going to be things like Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, kind of the good stuff, most with small scratches. Most will be playable. I'm not taking returns on these, but, just by looking at them, they look not bad at all, but not good enough to put on the regular shelf. And I just don't want to mess with that middle area. So everything's going to be 50 cents or $5. The $5 ones are probably maybe have 100 or so. The other ones, you've probably seen how many there are. So we're just trying to move them. Okay, so as far as things this week, there's going to be a lot of R&B. R&B and some rap and some blues that I all got in one lot. And I'm actually splitting this up into two, because there's probably around 300 records, and I paid $3.50, but some of them were 12-inch singles. Now, like half of them were 12-inch singles. So a lot of them are going into that, $3 for 12-inch singles place. I'm going to start with some 12-inch singles now, and I'm just, showing you a few that are going to cost more. So let's start with that. We'll start with Mary J. Blige. That will be, I think, like 12. I will tell you now, my prices for this video are not going to be very exact, because I forgot my computer cord, so I can't look everything up. I mean, I can do it on the phone, but I'm not going to. Anyways, Bad Boys, Inner Circle, probably about 15. Couple Prince, Never Take the Place of Your Man, and Kiss. These are probably about 10 each. Mariah Carey, Dream Lover. I know it's not really R&B, but I think that's between 15 and 20. I think that one's up there. Color Me Bad, I Want to Sex You Up, from New Jack City, which something about that's hilarious, but I won't go there. I think we're around 15 for that. Peter Tosh, Johnny Be Good, I think we're around 15. This, I haven't listened to this yet. In fact, I want to listen to this as soon as my video's done. Bernard Jackson Jr., Billie Jean, Reggae. Now this one's kind of up there. That's going to probably be about 16 for it. Let's see, Soul to Soul. I know we have a couple Soul to Soul. I think those are around 8. Technotronic. Sorry, Pump Up the Jam. I think 14-ish. And this one's pretty cool. Delight. Groove is in the Heart. Probably about 15 for that. Let's see. I think we are moving on. Yes, these are the full albums. Okay, so we'll start with Keith Sweat. This one's up there, probably about 35 for that. Got a bunch of Clarence Carters, but this seems to be worth more than the others. This is Dr. CC, and this is the one with Strokin' on it. It's a fun album. Probably about 20 for that, but the other Clarence Carters are probably around 10. Thelma Houston, I think I got a few of these, around 15. Teddy Pendergrass, I have a couple, about 15 for that. Al Green, Al Green's Greatest Hits, I think I have one more, it's about 24. The Time, self-titled, be about 13. George Duke, I have a few of these. This one seems to be worth a little more. Guardian of the Light. I'm thinking we're around 20 for that and a little less for the other George Duke. Barry White, Sings for Someone You Love, which, okay, I don't know. I think we're around 15, maybe a little more. Whitney, can never keep Whitney. Whitney's around 20 these days. Bobby Bland, let's see. Shoot, I messed up. I have a blues section. All right, I won't do it now. Let's go with a couple more. Kashif. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. These are up there. I'm assuming, I haven't listened to this yet. It could be reggae, but I'm assuming it's R&B, but it's about 20 bucks. Sunrise with a Z, never heard of her, but she's about 15. Luther Vandross, which is what I'm told is really the way to say it. Be about 16 maybe. Marvin Gaye double album. Had this before, a horrible sleeve, but very, very good album, double. We're about 22 maybe. Aretha Franklin, Sparkle. I believe this is double. It is probably about 20 for that. Temptations, should be about 9 bucks. Midnight Star, got a couple. These are about 12. Let's see, Jay Blackfoot will be, I think we're around 12. Again, got a few of these. Wilson Pickett. What's this called? I Want You. I think we're around 16. Okay, let's see. Put that one back there. This is Bernard Wright, Funky Beat. Haven't listened to yet. You know, you can tell by the breakdancing, it's around that 83, 84 time period. Probably about 20 bucks. Okay, now we're moving on to blues, and we got Bobby Bland, Introspective of the Early Years. This is probably about 20. A B.B. King, later one, it's 50th album. 6 silver strings, probably about 12. Robert Cray, Midnight Stroll. This is about 18. This one's interesting. Showdown, Albert Collins, Robert Cray, and Johnny Copeland. I have listened to this one. This is very good. It's not much, it's about 12. And this one, I believe, is an early pressing, so no, I guess it's not, because look what I found. So if there's a barcode, it's 80s. So probably about 12 bucks, Bobby Bland, Touch of the Blues. Okay, we got one jazz in this collection. It's Quincy Jones, Back on the Block. This is pretty much up there too. It's around 20. A couple reggaes. We got Jimmy Cliff. Will probably be 16-ish. A couple Bob Marleys. This one will be a little more just because it's absolutely fantastic. So we're probably looking at 20 and 25. And Eddie Grant, who's definitely reggae. I mean, most people know him for the one song, which is on this, but you know, it definitely more reggae than people think, I would say. Electric Avenue. I had a mind blank for a second. So that's part 1 of all those R&B-ish stuff. Next week will be part 2. It'll be about the same amount. There's also a lot of R&B I'm just putting out without putting it on the video. So if you're into R&B, I'm going to fill this section. It's about 300 I got. You know, the other stuff is mostly around 7 or 8 bucks. Okay. Let's move on to other stuff. And I'm trying to think of where I got these things. And I think for the most part, I think there's a few extra thrown in, but for the most part, they came in and I paid $100 for most of them, but there were a few others, and I think I paid $60, but there's only some of them in there, if that makes sense. So we're about $160, a little less. We will start out with the New York Dolls. This is Buster Poindexter's first band, and we will be at About 30 bucks for those. This is King Crimson, and no barcode, so a little bit early. Probably about 20 to 25. Never know what to do with sealed albums, but great album. Yes, 90125. Let's say 20 bucks. Queen live killers. Definitely need Queen. So happy to have this double album. Obviously live. Let's put around 40, 45, 40. I don't know, somewhere around there. Steve Vai, flexible. You don't see Steve Vai too much. Probably around 25 bucks. Led Zeppelin 4. I have a few of these now, so I think they're all around 30. This is Kiss the Originals. I actually got this on eBay. It's the second pressing. This is all the original albums put together. Basically, they came out with the first 3 and nobody really bought them. But then when Alive came out, they got much bigger, so they went back to put them all out again together. Okay, and we are going to end with the originals will probably be around 50, maybe 3 records. And we are going to end with a bunch of Grateful Dead. So I believe, now that I'm thinking of it, these Grateful Dead altogether, I paid 100 bucks. These are going to take a little more research, but for now, let's say 35 bucks each. Some of these are unauthorized, let's just say. So we got New Riders of the Purple Sage and the Grateful Dead. Dark Star, which is not the normal Dark Star. The Cowboys Dead. Grateful Dead Live. This is 2 albums. This has 1 hour and 3/4. It might be a little more. Grateful Dead Dire Wolf. This is 2 record set Grateful Dead for the Faithful. This one's not, I think this one's an authorized one. We'll say around that. Price might be a little more. Best of, it might be a little less. In the Dark, I love this album. Right around that mark. And, well, let's do this. This is the one I can't even pronounce. I'm not even going to try. And probably around that same mark. And a couple Live Dead. Probably a little more for those in the 40, maybe 45 area. So that's about it. Remember the sale this Saturday and Sunday. There should be, if you're interested, come in early. If you think you're going to get a lot, bring your own box. I don't really have enough to go around. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in here. Bye.